Okay, so a consumer unit, 240 trips on that side, just let you know what they are, which is obviously always useful. Then your 12 volts side of it is your 12 volt fuses there, and they're all indicated on what they are as well.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously, if there's a fuse going, then obviously there's a reason why there's a fuse going. So don't just replace it. Obviously, a bit of investigation needs to be into it unless you're an electrician and know what you're talking about. Right. This pack here obviously goes alongside this handbook here, so individual appliance booklets as well. So if you haven't got enough to read there, there's a bit more in there for you.
I've got nothing else to do.
That's it. Or you're struggling to get to sleep, and then that normally helps me out. Right. Right, TV point. If you can just see next to you, obviously you can sit the TV on top of there if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So it's got a TV aerial point, and I think is it this one up here, I think, which is where the radio is. Yeah, you've got a directional aerial as well.
Right.
Okay, so that's what connects to that aerial point. The aerial's on the roof. What you can do to operate it, as it says, it's directional. So loosen that locking nut. Have a look, see where everybody else is pointing their aerial.
Yeah.
Then all you do is just slide that up. You see this red note there? A red dot, because I just saw a note spot and something else. Confused me a bit then. So you can manoeuvre that around to see, check to see where everybody else is. Lock it off. Got an amplifier there. Obviously that needs to be switched on to get you a better signal.
Yeah.
All depends on where you are, is what kind of signal you're going to get.
Right.
Because obviously certain areas can be worse than others. Obviously, especially in valleys in Wales, you might be struggling to get a signal.
Yes.
What you can also do is change the angle of the top of the aerial as well.
Right.
So you can go from horizontal to vertical. Again, have a look, see what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
They've tilted it, and then tilt yours as well. Okay, make sure that you bring it down before you travel. Obviously, you don't want to be collecting any trees on the way home.
Yeah.
And lock it off.
Lovely.
Okay, radio. Usually standard, obviously, what used to be in cars, not so much in cars now. Single play CD. Eject button there. On-off button for the whole thing is that little one there.
Oh yeah.
That will also scroll through the different things as well.
Yeah.
So I've got MP3 port there as well. Obviously preset. Searches left and right there. Obviously volume button there. You can take the front off the radio you want, because obviously you've got a little box there to obviously for safekeeping.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to. Just press no, that switches it off.
Brilliant.
Okay. Right.
Lovely.
Hopefully, well, I've told you as much as I can for now.
Yeah.
Obviously, there may be.
Bound to be.
Sorry. That's what I was looking for. Right, this is a handover sheet. So it's a little test to see if you've been listening. No, not really a test. Right, this is just for you now to tick through these so you understand, or hopefully understand what I've been talking about. It obviously there's only so much I can tell you. Obviously, once you get to a certain point, there's just information overload.
Yeah.
But if you're not sure, obviously you can ask. But that's the other reason for this. I'm going to be dripping in a minute. That's the other reason for this. It may prompt you for a question. So you could tick for, what does that? What do you mean about that again? Or about that? Some of it may not apply. Okay, so if it doesn't apply, just put a cross in it. But the first one, which we come to, is Chris. Okay, I don't know if you've heard about that.
Yeah, that's the chassis number, isn't it?
That's it. So it's similar to DVLA and cars. This is the caravan version of. So it shows you're the owner of this caravan. So what you'll find on each window, there is a number which identifies it. Also on the chassis, there's a number. That's the Chris number is the one that the insurance will want to know as well. Obviously, the company obviously will do that. They'll register it with Chris. Okay. So tick through all of these. I need you to sign that there. That's to do with the wheel nuts. That is something you need to check regularly. I check mine before I move each time. Yeah. You can use obviously torque span is obviously.
I've got one.
If you've got one, yeah. I'm just trying to think. I think it's 110 newton meters on this one. So I'm pretty sure it was alloy. I've jumped in a couple of vans today. I'm just trying to remember what wheels. I think there's one. It does say in your handbook anyway, but I'm pretty sure it's 110 newton meters on this particular one. So make sure you're checking that regularly. I will check them before you go. Yeah. Okay. So, but I just need you to sign there, just as obviously. It's your responsibility once you leave here to make sure you're checking it. Yeah. Okay, so tick for all of these, tick for all of them, read, print and sign there. Issue page, if you're not happy with anything, so valeting, if you're not happy it's clean enough. Extras, if there was something extra you asked to be fitted, it hasn't been, or service issues, so if there's something that's not working that it shouldn't be, or something hanging off, or whatever it is on the handover, you can write it in there. If not, if you're quite happy, you can just write no issues, still print and sign it on the bottom. Then blank page for another tree gone. And what we got here, I don't know if James has told you regarding a snagging list appointment.
Yeah, so, 30 days.
Yeah, roughly 30 days from now. When we go back to James, we'll go via the service and they will book you in a date which is convenient for yourselves. Okay, roughly 30 days from now. So as long as you've used the van in that time, to find out, just to make sure you're happy with the van. So what will happen is 2 weeks roughly before that date, service will ring you and say, are you happy with everything? If you are, you can cancel that date if you wanted to. If not, if obviously there's some issues you're not happy with, they'll make a note of it and then it can be brought back on that date.
Yeah.
Okay?
That's
okay.
Brilliant.
Good. So if you want to have a tick through these now, what I'm going to do is...
Shall I pause this?
Yeah, if you want to pause that for a moment, because we'll do...
So it's still going to be 31 at 6 o'clock?
Yeah. Well, it was 20... I was going over last night, about 6 o'clock, and it was saying 27 on the car. Right.
Hang on, it's recording, but it's out of focus.
All right, sometimes it does do that. Yeah, it's gone all out of focus. Hang on. Which one is it? Is it that one? There we go. Right. Sometimes it's quite sensitive. You touch anywhere near the screen, you touch it. Right. I'll just pop that up. I didn't notice that because that was down. You have got an outlet for 240 as well. So
right.
If you've got an awning, you said you get an awning, I think.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So you can plug something electrical into your awning if you want to.
Brilliant.
Right. So motor mover, obviously you need to get the motor mover onto the wheel before you do anything.
Yeah.
So put the spanner, obviously quite as low as you can get it and pointing forwards.
Yeah.
Then you can extend it then.
Oh, I see.
Oh, obviously I didn't get quite forward enough, but that's it.
Oh, I see.
So if you start there and try and push it down, you're
it'll
just
never
going to
lock on,
your
will it?
knuckles.
Yeah.
So I probably wanted to go a bit further, but what I'll do, I'll leave that there for now.
Yeah.
Because that's an indicator to me now that that motor mover is on there.
On, yeah.
Okay. I'll just check it, just see if this does operate at both sides or not. I'm not sure on this one. Yeah. So it's put both sides on.
Yeah.
You can operate it from either side as well.
Right.
Okay, so say you're close to something that side you couldn't get.
Right.
You can, let's say when you're stored, you can get either side to put it on.
Okay.
The next thing, obviously once the motor mover is on the wheel, that's you acting as a brake as well now, so you can actually take your handbrake off. Okay?
Yeah.
The other thing you've got to be aware of is your jockey wheel. You can see this, the collar here, you've got a groove where the wheel sits into when it's travelling.
Yeah.
So when it's up here, that stops it spinning around.
I see.
Okay, so when you've obviously unhooked it from the car, just make sure that is clear of there.
Yeah.
Even though the jockey wheel doesn't steer it, it will follow the van as it
turns. It'll need like a shopping trolley, yeah.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. So if it's stuck in there, it's not going to turn, it's just going to drag.
Yeah.
And if you're quite close to something and wanted it to turn, it isn't turning, you could be in trouble.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. The next thing is your handset. Where have I put it? So to switch your handset on, both green buttons at the same time, press and hold until you see it green light. Okay?
Right.
So it does a quick count, I'll say quick, not so quick count up and count down. Once it's solid light there, that's ready to move. Okay? So it's all set up.
Right.
Obviously, it would help if I turn the key on. Just get the keys. So red key. That goes in your battery box here with this point here, look. The reason why it's in that position there is you can't use it when you've got electric connected.
Oh, I see.
Okay?
Oh,
so you're dragging the cable down the road.
Foolproof again.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll start moving.
Right.
So if you see the shape, obviously a basic shape of a caravan.
Yeah.
Pointy end, pointy end.
Yeah.
So that's forward. So you take your finger off, stop.
Yeah.
Backwards.
Brilliant.
Turning. So we've got left and right there. If I operate that one, it's actually operating that side of the motor mover.
Right.
So it's actually turning it
I see.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously it's not super fast, but fast enough.
You don't want it super fast.
Yeah, well that's it, yeah.
Brilliant.
Talking of speed, right, we got here, if you see that there, reminds you of the old video recorders, fast forward.
Yeah.
When you switch this on, it will automatically default to fast forward. So this is fast forward. When you press that,
Right.
that's fast forward.
Right.
Okay, you can change speed. So there's different settings. So if I press this one here, you see that it's moving. You see that going,
Yeah.
So that's different speeds. So
Oh, I
that
see.
across all the way across to that side is the slowest speed.
Slowest one now.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Right, the orange button, which is that there, that's nothing to do with this one. That's for the auto one, so you can get one that puts it on automatically onto the wheel.
Oh, I see.
So
yeah.
that handset will do,
So forget that one.
does both. Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah. Lovely.
Okay. Do you want to have a go with that?
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, the good thing about having a remote, as in portable one, you can walk around the van, make sure you're not going to connect with anything, especially when you start turning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you might obviously realise that it can obviously swing quite a way.
Yeah.
The other thing I just didn't say was if you press two opposite buttons, so you press, say them two or them two,
Yeah.
it will operate both motor movers in an opposite direction, so it more or less pivot it around in a circle.
Right.
Okay?
Let's just go forward a little bit. Stops straight away, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very good, yeah. And it makes life so much easier. If you're not too confident on reversing onto your drive, or into a spot, or onto your pitch, obviously it makes life a lot more easy. Yeah, it takes the stress out of it.
Even I could do that.
Yeah, my wife won't, but
And also with the lock, the wheel lock, because it's difficult to fit it.
yeah. I don't think this wheel lock is actually operated on this. I think
the Alco wheel lock.
yeah. But on this particular one,
bolt.
there's a blank, so
Yeah.
you're gonna have to. Someone's gonna have to release that blank out before you can use an Alco wheel lock in it.
Oh, right.
You have to ask service if that's possible to do that.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Are you happy how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So if you imagine we just used it to get onto the pitch. Okay. The first things you want to do is handbrake on.
Yeah.
Because if you don't put your handbrake on and you decide to take the motor mover off first,
Yeah.
if you're on a slope, it's going to go. And if you're trying to get behind it to stop it, you could be in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay, so always handbrake on first, motor mover off,
Yeah.
and then you can start obviously setting up.
Yeah.
If you're using it the other way, so if you've used the motor mover to get it onto your car, obviously you don't really need to, once you've put it onto the tow ball, you don't really need the handbrake on. No. But what you've got to remember is that motor mover is still on the wheel.
Yeah.
So the reason why I've left that handle there is to remind me before I leave site, I will walk around my van checking things like windows. So I just flick the windows, make sure they're secure. All the little lockers that may bounce open, make sure they're all secure and locked, the doors locked. And if I see the handle there, I know the motor mover's on, so I can take that off. Okay? Happy with that?
Fine. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, good. Right. Okay, so you just need to bring it forward slightly, and wind. If you see the black handle, I've lifted that up.
Yeah.
So as you lower it on, it will clamp down on it. So that's it. Wind it down, and it sits on top of the tow ball. That handle should click down. Okay. Right. If you also look, there's a green button. That's popped up. That's to say the tow ball's in there.
Right.
But to doubly make sure, the best thing to do is wind it back up on the jockey wheel now.
Yeah.
So if you wind that back up now, go on, keep winding, keep winding. If it's lifting the car, it's on.
Yeah.
If it pops off, it wasn't on in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a definite. You know it's on.
Right.
Okay. To get it off, all you do, is like we've just done as you wind it up, is lift the black handle up that position and hold it there as you wind it up.
Right.
And that'll take it off the tow ball. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't want it off. Off it goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So you happy that's on now? So, as you remember, there's a groove on the bottom there. You need to get that jockey wheel into. So if you loosen the side clamp now, that's it. Now you should be able to just, not too much, then just should be able to swivel the wheel around into position. That's it. And then just wind it up the other way. That's it. You should be able to pull the whole thing up as well if you want it. That's it. Wind the other way. That's it. Make sure it's in that groove and tight so it doesn't roll out. That's it. Then all you do is lift that all the way up so the wheel sits inside the frame. Lock it off. Okay. So that's on. Next thing, put your breakaway cable on. So just unclip that with the position it's in at the moment. Wrap it round your tow ball and clip it back on itself. This particular one, you may see there'll be a lot of people with their opinions of where it should go.
Yeah.
I don't think you've got anything on your. Obviously don't connect to that.
No.
Because that obviously could snap off.
Yeah.
Even if you had something like that on your tow bar itself, still don't clip that to it.
No.
Because that can actually snap off before it pulls that handbrake on, because that's what it's there for.
Right.
Yeah. You understand? That's what this cable's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can get an upgrade, which is a carabiner type, which you could clip direct to a point. But obviously that one is as it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Next thing is your hitch. Right. So your stabiliser hitch, push that down until it's all the way down. That's it. So that's on. To get it off, all you do is just pull it up.
Yeah.
So it does take a bit of effort to pull it up.
Yeah.
Okay. The next thing is connect your electrics. I think you should just pull out, turn out. You just got to be careful. It's probably best go over the top. So you don't want any cable dangling on the ground when you're travelling. That's it. Have you put a 13 pin in before?
No.
Right. If you have a look at the end of your plug, the end of this plug here, it's got this little notch there.
Oh yeah.
And obviously there's a corresponding thing there. So what you'll find is the lid That's it. Turn it fully right, and that clips over the top of the lid. See that?
Got
Yeah.
it.